What it do, my tribe? Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to our channel. Man, y'all know I had to cover this. I mean, I said, what was it, a few weeks ago that the feds was watching them. I guess homie ain't won't pay attention, but let's get into it today. Nature Boy gets arrested. Nature Boy gets arrested. Let's go. Okay, y'all. So, like I said, welcome back, everybody. I know I haven't been as consistent as people probably wanted me to be with the videos, but we got everyday life going on. So, I was just trying to hit the topic that, resonated the most with the people that watch me. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, with that being said, let's get into this because we about 3-0 now because it's done got to a point with me now. And that's another reason why I had to take a step back because it's like it's a surprise to everybody else, but it's not a surprise to me. I knew this was coming. I knew this was going to happen because this is what it was leading up to. When I first heard about this carbonation bullshit, this fake ass cult shit, that's when I was like, nah, this sounds a little bit too familiar to me. So this Nature Boy thing wasn't no surprise. I mean, I didn't know who he was at the beginning, but once people started telling me who he was, and I was seeing what was going on and stuff with the fighting and the women and the men now and the transsexuals now and everybody now, I knew that he was going to be getting to a point where he was going to either hurt them or have them all hurt themselves. So with that being said, you guys, let's get into this because tonight what we're going to do, we're going to bring in, if y'all never heard about Jonestown, if y'all never heard about Jim Jones and these different cults, and there's plenty of them, this is just the one I'm doing because this is the one that everybody knows the most. So I'm rolling with that one first. So I want y'all to check out what the lady's been saying because see, now he's locked up, Elijah. Now your ass is locked up. My whole thing with this is too, if you such a god and you such this mystical creature, then Esau your ass up out of there then, bitch. Wukai your ass up out of there, Elijah. Since you so mystical and magical and you got all these special powers, how some bars made out of steel and nature and carbon gonna hold you down? Anyway, let's hear what they have to say.
Stuck. And women, black women, they're stuck in a false ego that was given to them by white supremacy. Yeah. And once we understand that that ego is actually being used as a weapon to go against that black man, we will begin to heal. Yeah. But if you don't actually see it and you don't acknowledge it, it won't be healed, and it will still arise, and it's still something that's still going to be there, and you carry it because you think that you're leaving, or you leaving Baba G's life, or I'm leaving Three Guys' life, and I'm going to live my own life, and I'm going to have my own apartment. I got my own children to take care of, and I got my own business. I don't need you. But when you go back to that life, you're going up underneath another man. You think because that man is not in your household, you don't have a man. Well, how are you?
Don't that sound like a child trying to talk to you about why she with her no good ass boyfriend or something? Girl, what is you talking about? And if I don't be with him, the one who paying my bills, because see, the government could be paying my bills, but Elijah, he paying my bills. So where can I go and do that? Pimps do it every day, B. You sound like a hoe and he sound like a pimp. There ain't no building up of black women. Y'all seen the video that if you haven't seen it, go back and watch my other Nature Boy video. He got him out there fighting, listening to Lil Bootsy, looking like this. That same one was talking, she looked like this. That's what he really doing. That's what he don't want to talk about. That right there. Got them fighting on the beach, biting and scratching each other. That same woman that y'all heard talking, young lady heard talking, is walking around like this. talking about is positivity, everything's okay. Let's listen to her. What she got to say, what advice that her and fake ass guy, Elijah from 125th Street got to say about the state of black women and what we should be doing and following.
Stuck. And women, black women, they're stuck in a false ego that was given to them by white supremacy. Yeah. And once we understand that that ego is actually being used as a weapon to go against that black man, we will begin to heal. Yeah. But if you don't actually see it and you don't acknowledge it, it won't be healed, and it will still arise, and it's still something that's still going to be there, and you carry it because you think that you're leaving, or you leaving Baba G's life, or I'm leaving Three Guys' life, and I'm going to live my own life, and I'm going to have my own apartment. I got my own children to take care of, and I got my own business. I don't need you. But when you go back to that life, you're going up underneath another man. You think because that man is not in your household, you don't have a man. Well, how are you getting the assistance that you're getting? How are you getting the government assistance that you're getting? How are you getting the things that you have? It's because you're underneath a man. A woman don't have her own knowledge. A woman don't have her own mind. A woman is the movement for a man's mind. She is the electron. So she moves and she cultivates and she culturizes the knowledge that was given to her by her man, and she make it cultural with her sister wives. And that understanding, we have to we can't heal in the same environment we got sick in.
That's the same person saying this. And then we gotta have a culture with our sister wives. Keep using this word culture. That ain't a part of our culture right there. Some stuff, all this polygamy stuff that they talking about is some old shit. The people that's living in these days, these men can't handle that. They don't. That was old, man. Old timey stuff, and it don't make no sense. But the Bible said a man should have a wife and a woman should have a husband. That's what it said. It don't say in there all these different little statements like, well, you know, and if that woman don't satisfy him, thou is allowed to go and be with other women and have multiple wives. That's not in the word. So what are you really doing? See, that's what I say about these people. They take bits and pieces of what they want out of the Bible to try to use it against different Hebrews and different Jewish people, Hebrew Israelites and stuff. They like to take bits and pieces out and stuff. But when it comes to how they live in their lives and the stuff that word makes you do, you know what I'm saying, and hold yourself up to accountability, they don't want to hear that. They rather go off in space and time and doing all this weird stuff because they don't want to be accountable for the things that they're doing, probably because of the things that happen to them. And they prey upon that. And they prey upon young girls like this that we seeing end up looking like this. All that wisdom and knowledge and all that stuff, it sounds very familiar to me. Let's hear some more, because y'all know this been out for like at least about a week now. So I'm just getting my hands wrapped around it because I wanted to give y'all a well-rounded show and let y'all know that I was very serious at the beginning when I was talking about these conscious codes and where it was going, just off of the behavior of how these people been acting. So let's get it. Let's see what else they had to say.
He will pick up the phone and answer your whoa, pick up the phone. So just know that this time is showing who is down for the three and who riding for the three. Yeah. And who standing 10 toes down for this mission.
Yeah. I never seen someone so loving as three.
It is,
you know, joining and being a part of his life and seeing how people treated him and carried him and came here and he gave them so much, gave them knowledge, took them to the jungle, ate the best of food, the best environment to people leave and, you know, say all these false things about him, then come back, then leave and do it again. And he still opens his arms. He's still loving and forgiving.
Yes.
I just want to say how thankful I am to Father to be here.
I've never been so totally happy or fulfilled in my life.
I'm free, and I love everything about it.
Father loves all of us.
Sound very familiar to me. It sounds very familiar to me. Nothing but a cult. Sound the same way. Everything always start off with love and appreciating one another, and everybody trying to build whatever they think in their mind is how their reality should be. That's what they come together collectively with an idea, and that's what they want to do. And it sounds beautiful. But what they don't factor into play is that these people, these so-called cult leaders and stuff like that, they are sick. They are sick with power. Get off on power. Get off on power. They love it. And these people that we see all the time, they so weak-minded, man. It's not even, I don't even want to call these people weak-minded because I feel like that's me. They just lost in the sauce. How about that? They lost in the sauce. And probably because of all this stuff that's been going on, the Black church was supposed to help us and teach us who we were. Let us know who we are. Instead of doing that, they was just passing around collection plates. And while your mama, some of them mamas was praising the pastor and stuff, the deacons was doing stuff to some of these young girls, make them go away from the church. So then when you're in your 20s, you start thinking about reaching out to things. I need to be more spiritual. I need to be in tune with myself because I got these things that have happened to me and I don't know how to deal with them. And then you run across a weirdo like Elijah Bishop. You run across a weirdo like young Pharaoh Marshall. You run across a weirdo like Nasty Mike, Brother Polite. That's what ends up happening to a lot of people, man. And it's been going on for a while. I mean, I haven't seen like there are some black cults that were out there back in the day, mostly centered around like Muslim stuff or whatever. But this right here, this carbonation shit, it sounds all too familiar to me. All too familiar. It sounds crazy.
He will pick up the phone and answer your whoa, pick up the phone. So just know that this time is showing who is down for the three and who riding for the three.
Yeah.
And who standing 10 toes down for this mission.
Yeah. I never seen someone so loving as three.
Me either.
You know, joining and being a part of his life and seeing how people treated him and carried him and came here and he gave them so much, gave them knowledge, took them to the jungle, ate the best of food, the best environment.
Let me stop you right there. That's another trait that cult leaders have, that these so-called cult leaders want to have. They love being able to take you and put you somewhere. They love to be able to take you out of your country or somewhere and put you somewhere else where you don't have access to things. Somebody else did that too. Somebody else did that too.
However, negative publicity and reports of abuse within the congregation prompted Jones to move his church and followers to Guyana, South America, promising them a utopia on earth.
Same thing. The exact same thing. But only this time they on them faster. And you know what's crazy is how many people support Nature Boy, Elijah. How many people support Elijah Bishop, the master barber? That's the only thing he was the master of. And his hairline still looked fucked up if you ask me. That's the only thing he was mastering, a master barber. And he done got all these people, men and women. Of course he moved to Atlanta. And I'm just keeping it real. Why wouldn't he? Because see, when it comes to this cult shit and they start gaining all that power, once they have more than 2 women or more than 2 men, and now you got a whole household full of motherfuckers that's praising you, there's no end to it. And it's all driven by sex. Everything is driven by their sexual desires. He was an exotic dancer. Hello? It wasn't going to stop until it got to them kids. Y'all have to understand that and know that for sure in y'all mind, and don't think any other way. It wouldn't have stopped, because with a person like that has that kind of desire like that, they ain't never satisfied. Y'all seen the way he started breaking down. God had to take him out, you up out of here too. Now you got a trans woman on here. making them bow down to her. It wouldn't have never stopped until he got to children and babies. That's what happens with these cult leaders. Malachi York, same thing. And shout out to the T and shout out to KKC TV. Because I got some clips for you guys. Thank you so much for doing all y'all coverage y'all been doing. I really appreciate it. And we all on the same page when it comes to this fucking weirdo right here. And that's why it's so important. A lot of these girls you seeing, from what I'm told, they got kids. They have kids and families, and you know what I'm saying? They just get up and leave and go somewhere. Same thing that happened with Jonestown. Same thing that happened. They were saying the same thing.
I just want to say how thankful I am to Father to be here.
I've never been so totally happy or fulfilled in my life.
I'm free, and I love everything about it.
Father loves all of us.
3 God love all of us. He is here for you. He made you. And y'all gonna see. Well, make him do something. You keep on talking about Jesus. Make him do some mystical shit and get his ass out of jail. Because from what I hear, he got 90 days in there till his next bond hearing. While y'all sitting up here spewing all this bullshit to all these people that's watching y'all. And y'all gotta know they probably having a field day with that nigga not being there. They are having so much fun, or they in there fighting like cats and dogs. They in there fighting and beating up old girl like cats and dogs. Got her looking like this. It's either one or the other. They either happy he gone and now they get to be in the spotlight, or they up there acting a damn fool. I don't even know if they can still be in that house, but I told y'all that was a residential area. And if y'all see Nature Boy neighborhood, call the popo, because it wasn't gonna stop till it becomes a baby. And you think that if he can get them to do all these things he's been having these women do, don't you think he would be able to tell them, well, I'm supposed to be with a child because a child is the purest form of life. And since I am God, I can be able to do that. Don't ever think for a moment that motherfucker wasn't leaning in that direction. Because he had all them black women. Had he told them, go get y'all kids, fight to the death, bring y'all kids so I can abuse them. It was already a child there. Ain't no telling what went on. And what they gonna do, stop him? He make y'all slap each other. You wasn't gonna stop him if it went there, if they ain't already seen stuff that was freaky and weird. It all always go back to children, because that's like the last thing for a sexual predator. It's like they prey upon people, and if they act like they straight, then they got men, then they get trans, then they get kids, because it's never enough. Trust me when I tell you that. And people wonder why I'm talking about it. Why ain't you? I don't give a damn about what white folks is doing in this time. I don't give a damn what Esau, all that fighting in Russia, all that shit. I don't care. I care about what's going on in our neighborhood. And as you see, the monsters are closer than what you think. They right outside your door every day doing this kind of shit. Got your daughters and stuff leaving home, going somewhere with this man doing this kind of stuff. Raping them, giving them sexual transmitted diseases. All of them. Embarrassing them, humiliating them on Instagram. I'm going to show you what it leads to.
Shortly after that, Jones ordered the mass suicide of his followers. Jones taped his last admonishments to his resistant flock.
Lay down your life with dignity. Don't lay down with tears and agony. There's nothing to death. We must die with some dignity. You think they're going to allow this to be done and allow us to get by with this?
Must be insane.
Children, it's just something to put you to rest. Oh, God.
Jones was found dead from a gunshot wound to the head.
And I know that's hard to watch, but this is the reality if we don't get a grip on things in our community. At that time in the 70s, everybody wanted to be united and be together on some harmonious shit. You know, bringing everybody together, peace, love. It don't matter what your race is, don't matter none of that. and we gonna follow this white man because he believes in us blacks. Only for now in 2022 in the new generation to take those same concepts, those same cult teachings, and put it into what they call carbonation to make you feel like woman is God, but treating you the exact opposite. The same thing Jim Jones was doing. It was the exact same thing. I'm going to tell you one thing and show you another. I'm God. You're going to do what I tell you to do. And we've seen so many Nature Boy videos of this abuse. This is not nothing new. And that's how it ends. That's how it ends. If people don't pay attention. And he was white. That's why he went to go so far he got to go. Okay? From Indiana. From where I'm at, Indianapolis. That's where Jim Jones came from. Indiana. Okay? Country boy. Oh, he sound black. So we gonna follow him. Going into all them churches. Well, if you saying that you accept everybody, why won't you accept me and my black friends? The same shit that every one of these conscious niggas base they damn blueprint on. I'ma capture the minds of the lost ones, infiltrate and infiltrate their mind and feed them a whole bunch of stuff that don't have them paying attention to what the fuck I'm doing and what the fuck my reality is in my own life and how I'm living. And taking them away from the word of God is what they doing. And that's why they getting punished, man. How many times I gotta tell you, whether it's male, female, if you out here causing a disturbance when it's time for everybody to wake up, you gonna get punished even more real quick. You gonna get punished real quick. They be thinking they can go on and on and on doing this. They cannot. We won't have it because we already know how it ends. And if Nature Boy Elijah wanted them girls to have their kids there with him, you best believe they be there. You better believe they be there. Now I'm gonna play something from somebody that had to witness this because I got a feeling that this is how a lot of those women are feeling right now.
Well, what does it tell me? Does it tell me that most of them were willing to die, or most of them were too afraid to do anything else? Tell me.
I would say that most of them was too afraid to do anything because of the weapons, because of the pressure that they were under. Most of the people you're talking about are.
And that was somebody that escaped from it. He had to go and run and hide in the bushes somewhere while they had machine guns all around to make sure don't nobody leave and make sure everybody drink the Kool-Aid. He was explaining he don't know why these people were defending him. Why these people were standing up defending him. It was one lady that was like, I don't think I should have to kill myself just because you got a problem. You done did some stuff. And you know what them people saying? You should be thankful. You should be thankful that he doing this for you. This God, this loving man.
Pick up the phone and answer your whoa, pick up the phone. So just know that this time is showing who is down for the three and who riding for the three. Yeah. And who standing 10 toes down for this mission.
Yeah. I never seen someone so loving as three. You know, joining and being a part of his life and seeing how people treated him and carried him and came here and he gave them so much, gave them knowledge, took them to the jungle, ate the best of food, the best environment that people leave and, you know, say all these false things about him, then come back, then leave and do it again. And he still opens his arms. He's still loving and forgiving.
Yes.
We're on the phone with him, he's like, I still forgive everybody that, you know, was the reason that put me in this situation. I've never seen anyone so loving. That's how you know.
I just want to say how thankful I am to Father to be here.
I've never been so totally happy or fulfilled in my life.
I'm free, and I love everything about it.
Father loves all of us.
That's where we at with it right now, y'all. He's locked up. I hope his ass stay locked up. And I hope these girls get a chance to escape away from it. It ain't even no escape because they mind so damn warped. They fueled up with motherfucking You know what I'm saying? Shit, we get to be in front of TV now. We get to say something. Now a girl in charge. Busted lip. I'm going to just start saying that because I can't keep up with they nature names and these carbonation names that ain't they real names. I can't keep up with it. But this is what's going on. Either that's going on or they over there celebrating, because it looked like they done came more together with him away than when he was there. Let's listen one last time what she had to say, what they had to say about they man's Elijah. Oh shit.
Stuck. And women, black women, they're stuck in a false ego that was given to them by white supremacy. And once we understand that that ego is actually being used as a weapon to go against that black man, we will begin to heal. But if you don't actually see it and you don't acknowledge it, it won't be healed, and it will still arise, and it's still something that's still going to be there, and you carry it because you think that you're leaving, or you leaving Baba G's life, or I'm leaving Three Guys' life, and I'm going to live my own life, and I'm going to have my own apartment. I got my own children to take care of, and I got my own business. I don't need you. But when you go back to that life, you're going up underneath another man. You think because that man is not in your household, you don't have a man. Well, how are you?
Talking about, do y'all hear what she's saying? Oh, I'm gonna get my own apartment. I'm gonna be a responsible adult, because you sound like a prostitute. That's what you sound like. You sound like a prostitute. I'm gonna take care of my kids, and I'm gonna be responsible, and I can't do none of that. So I need to be with him and need to be punished. Oh, maybe that's what they think in their minds. They on some trash ass shit. I don't know what goes through somebody's mind that's indulged in this motherfucking lifestyle of this carbonation bullshit. And some of these women out there is still supporting him. And these men too. Like free Three Guys. If he's such a guy, let him woo-kai his ass up out of that motherfucking prison, bitch. That's what you do. Do some magical shit, tap your shit together and get up out of there, Elijah. But you ain't. Only thing you master of is a barber. And that shit is shaky. That's it. You ain't the master of nothing. Got these girls sitting up there talking about because a woman can't think for herself and all this stuff. We just supposed to just leave our kids and stuff because we don't know what to do with them. Yes, you do. You deciding to choose dick over your kids. That's what y'all doing. That's what y'all doing. You think it's okay because he got you all. Oh, it's nature though. It ain't nature. For a mother always supposed to protect their children. Talking about we can't take care of them by ourselves. You sound like a damn hoe and he sound like a pimp. Pimps up, hoes down. That's what it sound like to me. Keep your eyes to the floor looking ass bitch. Poop putting around looking ass bitch. That's what you sound like to me. And the reason why I get so upset because they need to shut up. Be glad that this man is locked up. It's another opportunity for y'all to get out there and really live y'all lives. Talking about I can't learn from an environment that destroyed me. What the hell are you talking about? Of course you can. You can always learn. You can learn what not to do, how to be a better person. Get yourself together. Have some goals and stuff for yourself. Your goals shouldn't be how to please this motherfucker that's a master barber, Elijah. God trying to show y'all something too. He ain't no stronger than them bars that he behind. He ain't no strong, and that's carbon, nation. The hell y'all talking about? He should be able to go like this. And the bars just come open. I am Three God, and I am here to save and free all these prisoners. He can't do none of that shit. All he can do is make sure y'all hoes had them people Cash App. That's all he can do. Make sure y'all hit the Cash App looking ass nigga. That's all Elijah from 125th Street can do for y'all. Y'all don't even know what to do. He done had y'all silent for so long. Y'all don't even know how to talk when y'all in front of a camera. Sounding stupid. Dependent. Crazy. We don't have our own mind. And a woman can't think for herself. maybe that would have been true if he really was a God and had power over you. But you in the real world, and that's what God had to show you. You in this world right here, okay? And Babylon ain't taking too many white boys and too many white girls being this so-and-so carbonation cult. Because we got videos of Nature Boy with white boys with their head down, bowing to him and sucking his toes and all kind of crazy shit. If he's such a God, wouldn't he be able to magically disappear right now? He ain't gonna do shit but sitting there, and y'all hoes better make sure his Cash App is still working. See, I ain't like them other YouTubers, and so I feel sorry, and I want to break down to you the mentality of cults, but I have to talk to people like this because people don't understand no other kind of way. It ain't, you can try to think deeper all you want to. That's like trying to get into the mentality of a prostitute. Things has happened to them in their lives, man. And for some people, ain't shit happened to them. And they still want to be out there doing that shit. Because that's exactly how she was talking. We can't afford to do things on our own. Government assistance and all this old crazy shit she was saying. You have to do what you have to do to survive in this Babylon that we in right now. You got to do what you got to do to survive. And that don't mean just leaving yourself and everybody. That ain't surviving. That's giving up and being selfish. Not thinking of nobody else but yourself. So you end up looking like this. She the craziest one out of all of them, man. She the craziest one out of all of them. And everybody know it. That girl that went and told on him, that one girl from the last video that was like, you just get the most dick or whatever, talking to her. I believe that's the girl that went and told everything about the raping, about the taping of the videos and all this shit. Come on, Nature Boy. Come on, Elijah. Oh, no. Keep your ass in prison. That's all I got to say about that, y'all. And with that said, I'm out of here, man, because it's just too much. Y'all got to understand, this cult shit is real. It is so real. And they have these people's minds warped. So many people still supporting this bullshit. Everybody trying to break down. This some pimping whole shit. It's very simple, very easy. You better mind your mind or your mind is mine. Heard that. Let that resonate. Mind your mind or your mind gonna be theirs to take over and do it, put whatever they want to put in it. So the next thing you know, you're on your knees sucking a dirty ass motherfucker's toes that's beating your ass. Weird stuff, man. Weird. With that said, man, peace out, y'all. Love y'all. Please make sure y'all like this video. When y'all coming in, like this video. And I'm going to see y'all next time because I think I got some more diving to do with this. Straight up. I think it's some more that need to be told and some more truths that need to come out. You know what I'm saying? About this whole situation. And I'm going to leave you with this Jim Jones. Okay?
However, negative publicity and reports of abuse within the congregation prompted Jones to move his church and followers to Guyana, South America, promising them a utopia.